guys from Newland, North Carolina. Just touching base to try and get a quick creative video in for you before we head off to the Advisor escape trip. So excited that I can be with you today. We are going to quickly, well, this won't be totally quickly, but it will be a fun one for you to be able to do. And we are going to make a twisted border. This is not my design. It has been out there before. Martha Murray had shared it with me. And so I'm going to share it with you guys so that you can create your own. And it is super sweet. It looks like it's hard. It's not really that hard. So this is using the new Hit the Road CM collection that just came out. And what you will need is your 12-inch trimmer. Make sure you use your repositionable tape runner because we're going to be doing some, you may need to readjust things as time goes on. Scissors. I would have your mat or a ruler. I would also have your mat for your adhesives. It doesn't stick to your adhesives, just the silicone mat, sorry. And then you need a base paper and you'll need 3 different colors. I'm going to use Hit the Road because I think it's a kind of a fun one to do. You don't normally do this with busy paper. So for this one, I've chose 2 more tonal papers and then one that's a little bit more busy, just because I want that wow factor on there. So I am using this blue paper that has the license plates on the back because I want 2 matching borders. And then this is a little bit too big, so you're not going to be able to get that or that wow effect on it because you're going to be cutting off so many of these different signs, and the green. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to cut a 2-inch base strip. Okay, so you're going to cut a 2-inch base strip, and I'm using this nice beige, and it's 2 by 12. You're going to cut this at 2 by 12. And leave your trimmer out because now we're going to be cutting some more. And now we're cutting 3-inch strips. So your first 3-inch strip is going to be 3 by 12. All right. So you're going to cut a 3 by 12. I'm just going to pretend I'm cutting it because I have this piece left over. So you're cutting a 3 by 12. And let's go ahead and trim this right away since we have our paper already on our trimmer. You're cutting 6 strips at a 1/2 inch. So I advise that you go from left to right, go to the 1/2 inch, which is that first solid line, the first solid printed line, and you need 6. So if you just push it over, trim again, push it over, trim again. So we need 6 of these. So that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that will be done with that color. And so I'm just going to gather all these up so that they are in a neat little spot for me and I don't get them all mixed up. So I'm going to just tuck them under here because we're going to use that in a moment. All right. Then I need another 3-inch strip. And with this 3-inch strip, because I'm using the front and the back, I only need 1. So if you're going to use 3 different sheets of paper, then you'll need 2 more strips of paper that are 3 inches. All right. Now you'll need 6 again. So I need 6 blue. 1 to that 1/2 inch mark. That's the first solid line as you're moving it from left to right. 4, 5, and 6. I could have had this pre-cut. I don't, if you're doing it with me or if you just want to keep on working on it, then, oh, there was some stuck on the side. All right, so I have 6 of the blue. And then my contrasting color is going to be the road signs, like on this. I'm going to flip this over and I need 12. All right, so we'll just talk it through. And this paper works really well. It almost makes it. I mean, once in a while, I'm going to get one of those weird ones, but you do have some paper left. So if you want them all to show, no one is going to notice, but some of us don't like that attitude and we want to make sure that everything is perfect. That is fine. It is your border. Do as you please. I have no idea how many I've cut because I've been yippering the whole time. And so I need 12. I'll just cut a bunch more just to be sure. I can kind of look at my other piece of paper and go, I need one more. All right, we'll hope that's 12. All right. So I have my three. Oh dear. Let's see if we can get you back. Okay, sorry about that. But all in a filming nightmare. Okay, anyway, so primer's done. You can go ahead and put that off to the side. And I think we're back to being on a horizontal plane here. Put my scissors off. Now I need my base again. So you're going to use your mat now and just put your mat off to the side of a measurement guide. So I love using this one right on the left-hand edge. My numbers are big and bold. I'm going to move it over so I can see to mark it, and I'm marking on each side at each 1-inch mark. So I'm just going to go through and mark on each side. And these will get covered up, so don't worry about them. I wouldn't draw a full line across, but you can go ahead and just do this. All right. And then we are really done with our mat. So I'm going to put that off so we don't have any contrasting colors here. I'm going to push that off to the side, and I'm going to use my silicone mat because now I need my repositional trimmer or my repositional tape runner, and I need my strips of paper. So I started with blue, so I'm going to start with my blue colors here, and we're going to go ahead and tape the entire piece, and you are laying this over top to top. So I need this top corner to this first line on the top. So it's going to cover that first line mark, okay? So the top of my corner, the top of this piece, all right? Now you skip lines to make it easier. Some of you may do, I'm gonna go blue, green, blue, green. I'm not, I'm gonna do all my blues first. So top to top, I'm using the top line of the paper, and I'm skipping every other one. And I will share that it looks like a mess until you trim it. So do not think you're doing anything wrong. As long as you now have these lines in between, you're doing everything correct. We're doing that top line of that piece of that paper. So we're doing 6 of those. And then we're going to go fill them in with the green pieces that I did. All right, so this is your secondary. I'm going to put it here and as close to that line as I can see. And we're going to keep going all the way down. So put them on here, fills in those spaces. Two more, then I moved all 6 of my green. And that's going to go top, and I'm going to do this little corner at the edge. All right, so I have lots of papers that are laying out. Now I'm taking my printed, and I'm putting my printed ones over the top. This works beautifully like the spring line, the spring soiree paper. Oh my goodness gracious. And I'm going to flip them over just so it makes it easier for me to work it through. So now with this one, you're going to go ahead and do it down. You're going to do this first line, which will be almost over 2 papers, and then go to that top corner. Okay. So you're going to skip that blue one. You're going to do it once again, we're using the top line of this paper to measure. And we're just going to go through and do the same thing. Skip, and it looks like you're going over 2 because you are. And we just keep doing this all the way through. Use your left-hand side as your guide. And you go over two strips and put it down. And you may think this is not right. It is right. So we're using that left guide to go on every strip, and then we're skipping and going over two. And go up. And it gives the illusion of going up and under, or in and under, or however you want to do that. Next one. It's rather quick once you start laying this out. And that will be your 12. Go to your last one right at the bottom here. Up to that second. Okay. So you have done it. We have made our border. Now flip it over and you're going to trim it all off. You could use your trimmer. I don't, because I really want to make sure I have full control over how this looks. And you're going to trim it down. Flip it over. And I'm going to trim this bottom part piece off. And are you ready? This is the most fun, and celebrate it when you're done. It's ta-da, it's all done. And it looks great. So it's a very fun border to go on the sides. Can't really top and bottom unless you do it not such a patterned paper. But then I just added some embellishments from the Hit the Road embellishment pack and added that to the bottom, maybe put one on the top, and then I am all done with that. And I think I'm going to go ahead. I'll just take this one and put that up on top. And I have my borders all ready to go for my travel pages. Once again, this is Leslie Tice from Newland, North Carolina, Creative Memories Advisor. We're using the Hit the Road pack using Twisted Borders.